I'm standing here with Stu from Manchester, who is, you're a relatively recently arrived Free Stater, got here about 2 months ago, correct?
Correct.
And you have something that you're doing that is, I find just fascinating. You're going from police department to police department and collecting their complaint forms so we can have a database of those forms. And when did you start doing that?
About 2 weeks ago. I've been here in the Free State amongst all the Free Staters for such a long time, and I hadn't done anything yet. It's starting to feel bad. But I'm too cautious to be out on the front lines myself, so
That's pretty front line, going in there by yourself.
Well, I'm just a member of the public. Hi, I'd like to know what your process is, and I'd like a copy of your complaint form, please. I'm not going to do anything about it, but I'm going to hand it to other people who will.
Yeah. Well, you know, what was interesting to me, the first thing you told me was 80% of these police departments, they've been pretty friendly and helpful to you.
Overwhelmingly, they're very concerned that my complaint be handled properly. They try to calm me down and get information about who it is and how they can fix it. The problem is I didn't come in with a complaint. I just asked for a complaint form. I highlighted green the 5 or 6 departments that did say, you want a form? Not a problem. Here's a form. How else can we help you? With those few departments, I would hire them as customer service in a heartbeat.
So what are you going to do? Is post it all online, or?
Oh, the first couple I figure would go out to the activist community, who would probably have the most call for it, most need of it.
So the idea is that instead of having to go to the police department to get the complaint form, you can just print one out, maybe.
I already have a copy of the complaint form and know what their procedures are.
Yeah.
So that A, you don't have to ask, and B, they can't pull one over on you if they try.
Right. You said you had at least one police department though, where you had a really negative experience. Tell me about that.
I was not happy with the response I got at the Rockingham County Sheriff's Department. The lady behind the counter said, okay, not a problem, let me go find a form for you. About a minute later, a uniformed officer comes out from one of the side doors. He's a large guy, he's in uniform, and he's armed, and he does not look happy. Like, all right, sir, how can I help you? I'd like a complaint form, please. Who are you? Can you show me some ID, please? I am a member of the public. Sir, I need to show some ID before I can do anything for you. Okay, you can call me Stu. All right, Stu, you're done here. You need to leave this department now. So I shut my mouth, wrote down his exact words as near as I could recall them, and I left. I didn't feel like getting arrested that day or since, or ever.
Yeah.
But yeah, get a first pass and see what's going on.
What's amazing to me is you're looking at yourself as you're feeling guilty as though you're not doing enough, and you're doing this, and which I think is, like I said, pretty gutsy. Because if you're going to 10, 20 different police departments, walking into their front door and asking for complaint forms, you're taking your freedom into your hands every time you do that. So I appreciate that you're doing that.
25 so far, over 3 counties.
Wow.
I figure I put together one county at a time into these little handy binders and hand them out to the activists in that county.
And so have you successfully received 25 yet, or just some of them?
A lot of the smaller towns with only 2 or 3,000 people, they've got 5 officers. They don't really have formal systems. But the counties, some of the counties are nice enough, and they do have formal complaint forms. I've got blank copies that can be reproduced as necessary.
Have you put any of this up on the net yet?
Heck no. I'm still deciding how to present it, how to lay out all the information, where their offices are located, who you need to talk to, who the complaint should be submitted to, who has the power to fire these people if it comes down to that.
Yeah.
A lot of information. I'm still feeling out how it can be most effectively presented.
Did you get the name by any chance of the Rockingham sheriff's guy that was so cruel, well, so threatening to you?
He was large and looming, and I was small, alone, and not recording in any way.
Yeah. And what town are they located in, that office?
Rockingham County. I think it starts with a B. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm sorry.
Oh, no big deal.
I've got my Rockingham County information in another folder.
Well, now I guess this is a sort of a situation where, you know, how can you give me a sense of how? Oh, sorry. What you got?
Rockingham County, located in Brentwood.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, anyway, can you think of, I mean, obviously if police don't want us coming into their buildings, asking for these forms in some cases, some of them don't seem to mind, others seem to mind. Can you think of a solution that would kind of be a win-win for both sides, you know, if they have concerns about us?
Well, gosh, instead of asking straight up for a form, maybe I could just ask what their procedure is. And maybe have a written documentation of that procedure, so I don't have to just take his word for it.
Right.
City of Dover, actually, they didn't have a formal form, but they did have a trifold laying out exactly what the procedures were, posted on the lobby in the lobby for anybody to pick up as they came by. I was very happy with the City of Dover.
Oh, good, good. All right, well, Stu, thanks so much for doing that. And are you going to have a website where you're going to be putting this later, or?
Oh gosh, I haven't even thought that far ahead.
Okay. Okay.
I figured by hand amongst the activists first.
If someone's watching this video 6 months from now, what do you think is the most likely way they'd be able to find some of this at that time? Somebody they can contact you that'll be available.
I'm in New Hampshire. I'm working this through New Hampshire, so locate your local cluster of New Hampshire porcupines.
And they'll be able to find this. Okay.
Sure hope so.
All right, good. Thanks, Stu.
Thanks, Dave.
Now, one of the things I thought that might be useful that would kind of help, you know, again, maybe a little bit of a win-win situation, what you might want to do if you're going to go in and do what Stu's doing is go in with a group of people, schedule an event, make it like a little convoy or something like that. Then they're not surprised to see you, they're not afraid or anything like that. And, you know, maybe, yeah, it puts them on guard, but it also gives them a chance to handle the situation in a nice, calm, orderly manner. It seems to be working real well in Manchester right now, where we do that, announcing in advance when and where we'll be at the Manchester Police Department and whatnot. So anyway, that's just a thought. See you guys out there.